Yes, hi and welcome. We are back, me and Isaac.
Yes, we are. Hi.
We have been away for a little while. I think 3 months, four maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So much to tell you, we don't actually know where to start. But we are going to talk about all the horses, like an update, because so much has happened. And we also have some interesting comments.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about the future, for nothing is more important than the exciting future. So many nice things are going to happen, kind of soon actually.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah. So where shall we start? Shall we start with the Damskär horses?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah, the competition horses. As you know, I have horses in 2 places, at home and at Johan's place at Stall Damskär. And who do we have at Damskär?
We have the latest edition, which is Fiona.
Yes, Fiona has left the farm. It was a little bit messy with Fiona here at home. She was a little bit on Lavendel, a whole lot. And Lavendel is very pregnant and didn't want to play with Fiona anymore. So Fiona needed friends her own age, actually, so she had to move away. But that actually turned out really good. And Johan also has started working her a little bit. So I think it's the best for Fiona, but we do miss her.
Yeah, and I think the horses do too.
Yeah, I'm sure we do. And I think actually that... oh no, I forgot what I was saying. I think we move along to the next horse.
Yes.
We have...
Madonna.
Yes, we have Madonna. Madonna left. She went to fat camp, we can say. A lot of things has happened with Madonna this year. And I think I would like to talk about Madonna a lot more, but today isn't the day actually. And we also have Frosty, that Hannah is riding, and Frosty is doing really well, actually. He needed to change the environment, and now when he's have done that, he's back to his old self again.
And is he doing a lot of training and exercises with Johan?
Yeah, no, with Hannah.
With Hannah?
Yeah. So he's the perfect reining horse and the perfect Malin horse, so I'm excited to ride him actually. And then we have Colibri. Colibri is the most exciting thing, I think, because Colibri is now 4 years old. She was started a little bit late, but Johan has really high hopes for Colibri.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. So I think if everything goes as planned, this will actually be Colibri's first competition year. And that's really exciting, actually. And we have Sparven. As you know, that had laminitis and was locked in a box for a very long time. Sparven is doing so great. So maybe he will compete this year too. And that has actually been kind of a hard thing, seeing Sparven be so sick. So that's amazing. And Sparven are going to be a father. That's so crazy. Yes.
Super exciting. And that's to Lavendel, right? Or was it Nikki?
Nikki.
Nikki.
You don't have a clue.
There's so many horses.
Yeah, we are. Yes, I think that was all the Damskär horses.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have at home, we have Shania, that are going to be grandma. Shania is old and a little bit not perfect in health. But I want her to hang in there until she is a grandma, actually, because I need that for her.
Yeah.
I feel that. And we have Trash. I said in some video on Facebook, but Trash actually never had a colic. Never had, almost never farting or anything like that. I think it was like 1 or 2 weeks when Trash had a really bad colic. I think that was the first colic attack you ever have seen, or?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's at least the one, the first one that is that bad.
Yeah.
I really thought he was about to die or something like that.
Yeah. I actually thought so too, because I had colic horses. But Trash, I never seen anything like that. It was really scary. It turns out that Trash has a murmur on his heart, and also probably an ulcer. The murmur we are going to check when we are giving lavendel vaccination on the 9th of May, I think it is, because then it's kind of like 1 month until lavendel will have her baby in the 9th of June. Yeah. So we hope that the murmur is gone, kind of like it was for Frosty, but we don't know actually.
And how unusual is it for them to get a murmur on their heart? Because he's around 20 years old or something like that.
Yeah, 19. I think it can happen to older horses. Or it can happen, I believe, also due to inflammation or something. I'm not a veterinarian, so I'm not gonna say that it's for sure it's like that. But I heard of horses that has murmur. But I think he's doing better. It feels like he's back to his old self. So
that's great.
Yeah. And Nikki is kind of really pregnant. She is humongous.
Yeah, like a rhino.
Yeah.
Someone said in the comments.
Yes. She is so crazy big, and she is actually due the 26th of April. And I think it's kind of like 16 days.
Yeah.
So after watching Trash and not sleeping, we are going to start watching Nikki and not sleeping and preparing for the thing.
Yep.
That will be amazing, actually.
And it will be so fun to have foals on the farm again.
Oh my God, so fun. We didn't get a foal last year because Dandelion died. But to have 2 this year, that is actually really amazing. But now when we are starting this, watching Nikki and it's starting to get close, the memories of Dandelion kind of have come over me a little bit again, because it has been kind of okay the whole winter.
Yeah.
But when we're starting now to wake, I can feel it a little bit like that. But I'm thinking more of him than before. Yeah. So, but we really hope and pray that everything turns out great for both Nikki and Lavendel. Lavendel is a maiden, the first foal, and that's always a little bit tricky, actually. So, yes, that was that. And why haven't you been on YouTube for so long, Isaac? How could you leave everyone like this?
How could I?
Yeah.
But it's fun to be back now and start making videos. And I think we have some really exciting stuff to show people.
Yes, to share with everyone. I'm looking forward to that so much. And it's not that we don't like to be on YouTube, but this is kind of, it has just been so much to do.
Yeah, so much work. We've been crazy stressed, especially these last few weeks.
Yeah.
But now I think stuff is getting solved, and we're getting to a place where we can start really making videos again.
I'm so worried saying stuff like that, because when we do, something really bad happens.
Yeah.
So I will never say again that I promise or anything like that. I have a plan, but you never know.
Yes.
Yes, but it feels really good to be back, actually.
Yeah. And we have more horses on the farm. Forest horses.
We do?
Don't we?
Did I forget anyone?
Sounds like you did.
Shania, Trash, Nicky and Lavendel.
Did we talk about Lavendel?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going so fast.
Yeah, and there are so many horses all over the place. So. But I think we only are 4 last time I checked.
At least now.
Yeah.
Soon to be 6.
Yes. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Should we move on to some comments?
Yes, we do have comments. And that's always so fun with comments. I do love reading your comments. That's a favorite thing for me.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it. See what we have.
Yes.
So we have a comment from who is this loser? That's the username. I don't think you're a loser. You're a great person, probably. And they say, the guys who appear in your videos, Isaac and Jesper, etc. Who are they? Some info would be fun.
Yes. Fun facts about Isaac.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys on the farm.
You are you.
I'm me. I've been working here for like 2.5 years, 2 years. Not sure anymore. And I help Malin with like more of the technical stuff, filming and the production and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that you can say again. First time I actually saw Isaac was when he was 12 years old and you were here with your mother riding.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago. But I think we are a great team working together and we have fun working, so.
It works really well.
Yeah, it does. And we have Jesper, my almost husband. That is, of course, living here with me. That would have been strange if he didn't. And we have Victor that appears in a lot of videos.
Yeah.
But not that much maybe on YouTube. I just come to, because this comment was from another platform, I think.
Yes, I think this one was from Facebook.
Yeah. And Victor is my son.
It was from TikTok.
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 TikTok. So I think we are the only guys I have in my life. Maybe I have someone mysterious I'm not ready to talk about yet.
Someone in the background we haven't seen.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
And we have another comment from TikTok. This is from BooBoo68.
Okay.
And they ask, hi, I'm from Ireland and I'm so invested in your videos. I'm just wondering about Trash today. You have show horses and forest horses. Which are your favorites? And Trash doesn't count, because he's the best.
Oh.
An easy question, right?
Yeah. I can't answer this one if I have any favorites. Because I do love my forest horses, and that's kind of the start and the ending of life, the forest horses. And also the middle in between when we are pregnant.
Yeah.
And I do love my competition horses because we have been forest horses, almost all of them. So, and I can't say I have a favorite because if I should start saying it stops me. I can't get the words out because I feel that someone in the herd will cry. I can't do it.
No. And you can't pick a favorite amongst your children or...
No.
No, it's impossible.
No, it is.
We have a question on Facebook by Angela Lavender Garland. And they say, do you have any names picked for the new foals coming this year?
No.
No.
I have not. I will actually never, ever again pick a name before the foal is born. Last year was actually the first year that I picked a name and talked about it. And that ain't gonna happen again. No. Because I'm really I don't know, suspicious, vidskeplig.
Superstitious.
Yes, that is what I am. And it's why I'm not changing trash name.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do it, but I can say when the foal is born and we know it's okay, together we are going to get this name thing going. Because I think that I always have kind of like the word star in the foal's name. And let's see, it is Nikki that having Sparven's foal. And Nikki has always have like no theme in her foal's name. It's kind of a spin.
Joey, right?
Yeah, Sweet Joey. And we have Rain, Donkey Junior. Fiona. So you can see there are no like...
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place. But they have...
It's a little bit Shrek oriented with Donkey and Fiona.
Yeah, maybe.
The next one is Shrek.
No! No, Sparven's foal can never be...
Shrek
I can say it. Say that again.
Shrek star done it.
Oh my god!
Rolls off the tongue.
That's so awful. No, I think... I don't know. I'm thinking about if Sparven's foal should have a special theme, because Nicky's foals sure do not have it.
Yeah.
But we do have beautiful AQHA name on Nicky's foals. I think Fiona Shining Star, Joey Shining Star, like a Shining Star. Maybe is Rain's name. No, there are so many and I kind of don't remember.
They all have 3 names. The AKH name. Isn't there a European association also?
No, it's only the AQHA and the nickname. Yeah. So.
And then the stage name. Loving Lavendel and Princess Fiona.
Of course. Kicking Colibri.
Kicking Colibri.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have the theme with birds and flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that just from the mares or is it?
Only from the mares. So Shania's foal is birds, Sparven and Colibri. And Madonna only had one foal, 2. And that's Lavendel and Dandelion.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if Lavendel shall kind of keep this flower thing going when Madonna can't. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, but I will not name the foals or anything like that.
I have the next comment from Tracy Pullen on Facebook. Who taught you your training techniques? You have a very gentle touch.
Yes, that's kind of like a big question. Not a big question, but a big long answer. I will try. So when I should have my first foal, I didn't know that much what to do or what to expect or anything. So I decided to buy like a foal series online, starting training the foal after that. But that was a really long time ago, and after that I kind of have developed my own training method, we can call it. Yeah. Because it's so hard to explain. I have exercises that I do, but I kind of have a different way of teaching the foals. Because I think when it comes to horse training, people work with pressure and release. And I think that often the solution is, when it doesn't work, to put more pressure on. And more pressure on. And more pressure on. And I don't see that as a solution, because I work with pressure and release and not pain and release.
That's a great philosophy.
You think?
Yeah, and it has shown results, so...
Yeah, maybe it has. Yes, it has. So.
Yes. Should we move on to the next question?
Sure. We are going to come back to this a lot more, but it will be when the foals are born actually.
Yeah.
Because when I can show you, and that I'm crazy excited for.
So much more fun than just talking about it.
Yeah.
And we have another comment from TikTok, from how do I say that? Jato Ian Jane. I think it's Jato and Jane on TikTok. Oh, how super! So I can find you there also. Do you have a podcast too? This is exciting. Where do you find all the time to do so many different things? You are quite remarkable.
Thank you. Yes, this is kind of like a podcast, I think. Yeah. So I think we actually will upload this in where the podcasts are staying, living, the home of the podcasts.
Yeah.
But not this episode, I think. But I think that's the plan for the future, actually.
Yeah.
The problem is that I don't have the time to do so many different things because, and that's because I have Isaac. And I also have 2 girls helping me with some scheduling things. But it's really difficult because I need more help, actually. But everything costs money. And maybe you think, oh, she's making a lot of money on social media. So I actually thought I'm going to tell you how much money I'm making on social media. I think last month we made like $100 actually. Because YouTube is the only place we are making a little bit of money. We don't make money on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok yet.
Yeah.
So it's actually really difficult because this is kind of like a full-time work for me. And I love to do it, but it costs me a lot of money every month to actually do this. And it's kind of why we have started this membership.
Yes.
Yes, because if we can kind of make a little bit money, it would be great so we can afford keep doing this and do even more content because every time we make content it costs money, so it is what it is. Anyway, this membership we have here on YouTube, and what to expect from it?
Lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some behind the scenes content, some bonus stuff, and most of all it's real-time updates.
Yeah. Real-time updates. You will actually know almost the same time we know when the foal is coming. And if anything happens with a horse or whatever it can be, you will know. So it's kind of like real-time, kind of like Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that I don't have. So, and it's not big money actually to be a member. And it's a great way to support the channel, and it's a great way for you to get to know the horses better, to be in real time, and it probably also will be some educational, I believe. So I hope you want to join the membership, because I think it's a nice little group that we are right now, but you more you merrier. Yeah. What do you say?
The more the merrier.
Oh, that it should be. So the English is still bad. Nothing changed in 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also have started up some other platforms.
Yes.
So we are on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Actually, I thought I never planned to do TikTok.
Yeah.
So why am I on TikTok? That's a good question. It's because it's a little bit of a younger audience on TikTok, I believe. And I do think that it's important that the children get to see the way I am with the horses and how I train the horses.
Yeah.
That's actually why I am on TikTok. And all the different platform has a different kind of advantage. Would you say that?
Yeah, advantage or different features that
Yeah.
that the other ones don't have.
Exactly. So let's say Instagram, where we have story. TikTok, I don't know that much about yet.
We can make pretty long videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes. And answering comments is easier there, and answering comments in video form.
Yeah.
So we can do lots of fun stuff on there.
Yeah. And Facebook, I actually really like, because I get pictures in the comments of people's horses. And I think that's really fun. And it's kind of a little bit easier to show stuff like that. Yeah. And you also have like Messenger, where you can send private message and stuff like that. So I think actually Facebook is a really fun place to be. That I do. Anyway, so what are the big plans for the future, Isaac?
We have so many big plans for the future.
Yes. Shall we start with one?
Yeah, let's start on YouTube, I think.
Yes. So we are planning to actually get back with the longer episode videos. And a playlist that we will call, I don't know, Foaling Season 2025. If you have a better name, please write it in the comments. But the plan is for you to start following Nicky and Lavendel, because it's only 16 days left.
Yeah.
Until Nicky has her foal, or it can be earlier. I think that will be really exciting. I kind of had a little bit hard time believing that it's so soon.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I know the dates, but the head, it's kind of like it's wired wrong. I can't understand what it's kind of know.
And I think we've been so stressed and so caught up in our work that we haven't had the time to be excited about the foals yet.
No.
It's just some distant thing, but it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but in 2 weeks, a foal can come 2 weeks earlier or 2 weeks later, and that's nothing strange. So it can be kind of like next week.
Should we check the cameras right now?
Almost. So anyway, we are going to start doing, I don't know, I can't find the word, check the udder and all that stuff, and preparing Nicky and preparing in the forest and stuff like that.
Lots of fun stuff.
Yes. Okay. It was so fun talking to you again. I'm so excited for the new playlist of Nicky and Lavendel. And I hope to see you in the membership. I will leave the link down below, so you can join. If you have any questions, please write in comments. And we actually will see you next week. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys.